Alright, so 6-5 is up next. Yep. And, okay. Oh, got there just in time before the outer Marco Goomba could, pop off and give Mustard a hard time.
Yep. And we have 8 Fort as the other one. Well, it's our first Fort, actually, sorry.
Yep. So for those unfamiliar with the randomizer, some levels that require you to have a certain power-up to complete it, the boxes that contain those items will not be randomized in that specific scenario.
Yep. Which means the box in 6-5 will always have a mushroom if needed, and then a leaf if after that. It will never be that other than that combination. Oh, and
okay.
the pipe's gonna get them on their way, and 8 Fort was the answer here.
Yeah. Looks like the other lock is in the secret zone.
And we have 1-3. Does Mustard go after the item here? We don't have an item to deal with Bowser yet.
We don't have a win con quite yet, unless
unless
he has a flower.
I have not seen him, and both runners get the 1 cycle in 8 Fort.
Oh, he put the bros to sleep. Don't have anything good.
That could be the switch.
That could be the break that Cal needs. But let's Alright, that's a fire kill, maybe?
Yes,
I don't know.
It looked like it, but we'll see.
Okay, what does this bro have?
Just the mushroom. So, no advantage to gamercal yet.
But does he go for the item?
I think at this point in the race, it's worth going for, especially since you don't have anything to take down Bowser yet.
He's going for it.
And we have the 3-9 beta, our first beta of the race. With the fire enemy set.
P-Wing.
Just the P-Wing.
Alright.
And he's going to leave the other Hammer Bro behind, so right now, Mustard looking good for skipping what he did. And we have the pipe world, so let's see what's gonna unfold here.
Another music box, so that'll probably be used for the other plant, perhaps.
Yes. And I am not seeing any Fort Orb lock yet.
Well, that's a single Fort then.
And it's Super Tanks, which this means this is a quick World 7. Just seeing a comment in chat. There will be no Game 3 if gamercal wins. This is the Swiss round. This is just a best of 2. So they play 2 games and that's it. We are not yet to best of 3s.
Yeah, that's yeah,
That's
ignore the bonus star at the bottom.
and 7-9 to finish it out. Yes,
Yeah, Mustard's gonna play it the normal way. There are some clips you can do, but
oh, Mustard
they
went
are
for one of them, but
yeah.
couldn't pick it up.
You have to do like four of them in a row.
Yes,
which
and
is
these and
a
they are
lot.
not easy clips to hit either.
They are certainly not.
And we have the World 2 airship as our airship at the end of World 7. Rough terrain for Ludwig, who is heavy.
After the fire kill.
Mustard avoids a long drawn-out battle with the fire kill.
So we have Sky and Ice left. We have one last chance for the hammer to do something.
Yes, Ice is the last possible moment for the hammer.
And it's a big one. Because if it's just because it could just take us to the very end.
Yes, that one hammer could make World 6 a very fast world.
Yeah, and they both have it, I think, so...
Yes, they do, and I'm seeing 2 pipes at the moment as we get Air Force to start.
Alright, that takes care of that. This seems promising.
It all depends on which pipe does what.
Gamercal picked up another hammer.
The hammer wasn't needed.
Darn. But that fort might still be.
That is true. And 3-8. With a mini boss bass. And Ludwig was a 5 heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
We won't know this fort is required until we get past this 1-2 with a angry sun.
Alright, what is our verdict? The answer is...
We need the fort.
Go back. Go back.
A bridge has to be built.
So the hammer is going to be handy, after all. Or...
Mustard just forgets it and goes and plays this world.
I mean, 3-3 is... It's not long.
No.
But still, yeah.
That could save Cal some time if he remembers it. But he's doing... Oh, and a cloud for
Ooh.
Mustard.
That
That could
might be relevant.
That could make him getting out of Skyworld faster. Big.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they run into something nasty along the way.
As a reminder, bases are in this mix.
So Atlantis could be out there lurking. And the other level was, I believe, 3-4.
Yeah, this is 3-5.
Oh, 3-5, okay.
Yeah, can you even check if was needed or not? Well, although I probably would have also divined that something was needed back there. Yep, and here's the hammer. There we go.
Yep, gonna speed up gamercal just a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gamer still has a level, at least one level, to do before the airship.
And yet another fire kill for HUmanMustard on a Koopa Kid.
To answer your question, chat, no, the forts in 3F1, the doors in 3F1 can't be randoed. I mean, I suppose they could, but nobody wants it. It's not a flag, and I don't see it becoming one anytime soon.
Neither do I. Okay, fort which is 6F1 to build the bridge, and then a level to get to the pipe.
And there's only one fort in Skyland. Well, this one.
So it all matters where this one pipe drops them off.
And we clown this.
And Lemmy was a 4-hitter, and oh, just 2 more levels. And 5-8 in its vanilla spot, nonetheless.
Neat. Those end up being a pretty short Skyland.
Yep.
But if this is Atlantis... Ah.
Nope. Just 6-2, I believe.
Yep, 6-2. 6-2 without its auto scroll is actually kind of tricky because of the downward scrolling. Makes it hard to see the bottom.
Yep. You gotta know to not jump far out on that moment there. Let's see if gamercal will play this level that... Yes, and it's 5-1.
There is an item here, but no, we're not getting it. Too much effort.
Yeah, unless you come in here with a P-Wing, it's usually not an item you go for. And a third in a row fire kill for HUmanMustard. And it speaks to of the speed he's moving at, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to World 8, and we are not even yet at 25 minutes in this match yet.
Well, 2 forts are out the gate.
And valid seed, because there's 3-2. And the 4-bridge dream is gone because there was a lock on that very first screen.
I imagine both these runners are going to be playing both these forts because, which means they don't have to go back here.
Yep. We're going to see both these get cleared and then never have to see this front screen again.
Well, that was a dud.
And here's 7F1. Looks like Roy was a 2-hitter.
Yep, not our boy this time.
No, not our boy this time.
Alright, that's 2 out of 4 forts done. Let's move on to the next screen.
To the hand bridge, we have a level and then we have another fort.
And, oh.
We have 4-4.
Yeah, unfortunately, having the star on like that means he couldn't do the Lakitu trick where you jump on him and go over that wall.
Oh, but he wasn't able to get the second attempt at it. Gotta watch out for the snipe here.
Okay. So, gamercal could cloud this if he so chooses.
Yep. And 7F2.
Hello there.
7F2 is our third fort here in World 8. Mustard making quick work of this fort with that P-Wing. And cleanly through the bottom half, too.
That was clean.
To a one-hitter boom boom. Oh my goodness.
Now we have more pipe checks.
Is this the valley? Nope, into the dark maze.
Well, there's a third lock, which means Bowser's open if we can get there.
Yep.
Oh, this is a forced draw. He has to go back and play that stage.
Yes, he does. It's a linear path, but oh boy. Oh, it's just 3-7. This isn't that bad.
gamercal also in 7F2.
Having a little more trouble.
Oh, wow.
Wow, indeed. That was close, but that's actually him a little bit further with that star.
Yeah, Mustard knows he's good, and he can just go with the search for the valley.
Yep.
But it looks like he... Oh, never mind. I thought there was one more stage he had to play. There it is.
And it's wide open with waterfalls being the guardian stage.
Yep, Falls Tank, Niagara Falls. Let's do it. Good thing it was here and not anywhere else, because if it was, there's no way to get out easily.
Yep. HUmanMustard has a firefighter, so here we go. He's going to attempt to try and land 35 fireballs into Bowser. Cleanly up the disco stair.
And no quip this time.
So immediately into the fireball room.
Yep. And the room has been randomized, so he needs to be careful, because these are some very cheeky fireballs at times.
No troll laser, so he's in the clear. Here he goes. And he cannot stay up there because Bowser's hitbox is fixed, which means unless you can stand perfectly, you're not getting out of there. And there goes Bowser.
Whew. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs in chat for winner of Game 2, HUmanMustard, with an official race time of 32 minutes and 5 seconds.
And this puts Mustard at 2-0 in the standings.
Yep. And we'll drop gamercal to 0-2. And that will affect who they get paired up against next week.
Mm-hmm. Which we won't know for certain until all Week 1 games have been completed.
Yes. And gamercal gets the clip first shot.
Again.
Yep.
Now, once again, 35 fireballs.
Can he do it cleanly?
There we go. Get your G's up for gamercal as well.
Yep. As he finishes with an official time of 33 minutes and 30 seconds, just a minute 25 behind HUmanMustard. So both races very close.
Very, yeah. Yeah, this is like a brackets matchup, and
in our opening Swiss round, yes.
Yes. Yeah, and we can expect more close games like this on the way. Stay tuned while we see if we can get both runners in for post-game interview. Right, while we wait, we've got how many more matches do we have been scheduled?
There's a bunch.
We've got 11 matches scheduled out of
17.
So only 5 left to schedule. But we've got a lot of rando to go through this week, and the next week, and the others.
Yep, we got a lot of rando this week.
We are joined by gamercal. GG.
Hello, GG.
GG, gamercal.
I'll be honest, I don't think I could have done that too much better. I made one mistake in the second seed at the very start, and I think I might have made one minor route mistake in World 6 of that seed, but I was sort of mathing it out and going, it's pretty marginal with the level that we got. I think I should have gone back in the pipe, used the hammer to break the main pipe open, like at the shortcut one, and just gone that way because I wouldn't have done a level. But given the fact if I could just speed through the overworld at that point, I think it was fine overall. Like if it was a 7... Oh, gone.
That one wasn't your error. The error that you had, the second error you had there in the second seed, was in Seaside. Instead of scrolling over after you beat the first fort to check everything, you went right to the second fort, and that fort wasn't necessary. The lock was on Prize Island.
Oh no, that was fine. Because I had to get to the actual pipe in the first place, right? Were there not 2 locks in the way of that pipe? Or am I thinking the first seed?
The lock wasn't in the way at all.
Okay. I'd have to see that back then.
Yeah, the lock wasn't in the way. All you had to do was beat that first one in that cluster of trio of forts there, and then you were clear to get to the pipe and be on your way.
Okay.
And the error you thought you had made in Iceland, that was offset by Mustard not hammering the rock pipe at all.
Yeah.
So he ended up doing level anyway.
Fair enough. Nah, it was just looking at it at the time going, oh wait, I could have skipped the stage, and then thinking about it again going, well, pipe transitions and all the screen scrolling and stuff is really long anyways, so with it 3-5 wasn't that, but I think it's 3-5 the fish one, it's not that bad. So it's alright. It could have been a lot worse.
Yes, it could have been a lot worse. Now back to the first seed. That one was very, very close going into World 8. You two were within 11 seconds with each other entering World 8. You had grabbed the lead fairly early because in what was Grassland in that seed, you hammered the rock right away and just zipped on out while HUmanMustard went down and around.
Yeah, he was saying afterwards that I kind of got a laugh out of that, I'll admit. Yeah, that one was weird. Like, opening the seed, it was kind of tough, and I definitely lost a lot more hits than I should have in the opening world. But it was a bit of a rough start. World 2 is kind of annoying. Not World 7 levels, but certainly because it's World 2 is it's all World 2 levels in there. Yeah, kind of frustrating to do that without too many power-ups around, because 2-3 is annoying, 2-4 is annoying, Pyramid is annoying, so it's there's a lot of stages. That's half the stages of the world, right? So it's a lot that you have to deal with. And of course, starting with the optional fort never feels good, but yeah, I think that ended up messing me up a bit as well, going, well, I have to do this now, even though I don't want to, because this could break something at the second half that ends up being in the way of doing 2 more stages or something. And of course, it's a free fort world, and that is a completely moot point. So I'm like, well, I'm already stuffed on this one, you know. Like, not much I can do there.
Yep, it's never a great feeling, is it?
Nah.
Well,
And I mean, I guess it's like better and worse. Like with the power-up change at the start, I think it's most of the time it's going to be correct to just like immediately mushroom up at the very start of the seed, no matter what. There's a couple of situations it's not going to be good, and this could have been one of them, to be honest. It could have just been like, alright, take the death, nothing lost, right, and just go on normally. But yeah, I think I still, even if I ran that again and got that scenario, I would still power up immediately and go for the fort. It's just, it could be the only fort in the world, right? And it's like, that's the very end is where it gets blocked off and everything. So...
Well, what eventually played out in the first seed was the coin flip in 8.
Yeah, that decided everything.
Mustard stayed in the dark world, found 3F2, you went to the hand bridge, and that was the difference in that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I really wanted to do the fort as well, but I was thinking, well, I think I saw a lock break or something in there as well. It's like that's one of the only ones left, and I'd seen another part. I think that was just like, yeah, maybe it'll matter, but I want to at least know where I'm going first. And yeah, I ended up not being the right play this time. It happens.
But that said, both races very close between both of you. Very entertaining.
Yeah, I can still do some stuff. Obviously, I've not been in the community for a fair while, but I have been practicing quite a lot the last like 2 and a bit weeks or so. I can still do quite a bit, and I think that mostly showed it there. To be fair,
Yes, you held your ground quite well.
Yeah, which considering Mustard is one of the ones that, like, when I was first getting into the thing, is like he was one of the like. Effectively the Elite Four of this game, I would say, consider it's like him, Classic Pro, and Makoba was like the 4 major people at the time that were always active and always the ones to sort of try and beat in a race. Yeah,
he was the runner-up last year.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Right. So I don't really know the history of events too much at the moment, I'll be honest, but yeah, he's still got it. No matter what he tells you, he's still got it. So it was always going to be a tough fight, and I knew he was technically better than me anyway, you know, execution-wise and stuff. So, you know, just got to do what you can a bit. And yeah, I think I definitely showed that. Got the P-Speed strats on the World 4 airship and 7 quite well. Even got a fire kill on Iggy, I think, in Seed 1, which is something I've been trying to do more often with these adjusted hitboxes and such. Just feels like it's a bit easier to do now. But yeah, and all the clips in Bowser's Castle both times. That is not too common to get in the first place. So.
No, it's not. That was impressive.
So yeah, I think I can still hold my own, as we've seen, and yeah, good start to the tourney. I think, despite not winning, I think it's this shows what we're capable of in this thing. So. He's hoping for more good races in the future, eh?
Yeah,
Indeed.
I mean, heck, you gave HUmanMustard all he could handle today, so I can only imagine, even though you're 0-2, whoever draws you in next week is not going to have an easy time.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking so much with Pro at the thing. It's like, oh, you're gonna draw me first round, and it's gonna be like crazy as an opener, and then it's like it's almost there, right? It's just one person off in the setup bit of it. It's like, well, Mustard is just as capable in terms of patterns there. So yeah, this is not the first time in a recent tournament I have had like one of the tougher people at the very start of it, and it certainly won't be the last.
Indeed. And, so, any final thoughts? Anyone?
Well, they didn't have to do Atlantis. I guess that's a good start, right?
Oh yeah, I know Atlantis. How about that? That's
Yep.
a novel concept.
Y'all dodged Atlantis this time around.
Maybe we'll see
I think-
tomorrow. Who knows?
probably the worst level I had to do was that 6-6 in the first seed, I think.
Which you did very impressively.
Yeah, I took a couple more hits than that of light, but still got through it quite well, I think, in the end. It's one of those that you sometimes just have to take a second, even if it is slower, not holding right. Yeah, you've got to take a second and just adjust, especially at the pipe part as well. Just going, okay, let's make sure that I don't fail it here because it's so much of a time loss if you do. And yeah, wouldn't have been the first time I'd won a race based on that stage either, but that's a history lesson for another time.
Well, thank you, and Mustard. Thank you very much for a stellar showing today, and welcome back.
Yeah, it's been good. Like I was saying, there's a few reasons why I've been able to this time, but it feels a lot better, like, actually playing it now than it did before. New monitor is probably the biggest one because it actually doesn't stutter anymore as I go through, so everything feels a lot cleaner than it did before. So yeah, it's nice to be able to actually play something like this and go reasonably fast again with it.
That really helps.
Indeed. Tomorrow we have only one match tomorrow. We have Pleco versus Robert. 2 rookies.
Yep, and that'll be at 8 p.m. But then we have a very busy Wednesday.
And Thursday, too.
Yep.
Yeah, you can look at the schedule for all these games, and more are on the way. So, yeah, that about does it. Thank you, gamercal and Mustard, for the games again. Please give both our runners a follow, and as well as myself and Night Shifter if you want. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for allowing us to host this tournament. And thank you, viewers, for watching. And yes, this is shaping up to be a great tournament all around. I'm Dust Minion.
I'm Night Shifter.
Goodbye for now.